Right now, you might be thinking, I want to change something about my life, but I don't really know where to start. If that sounds like you, then stick around because I'm going to show you a tool that you can use to help you decide where exactly to focus first. This is an example of a wheel of life, sometimes called a life wheel or a balance wheel. It goes by many names. It's a tool that is very popular in life coaching in those initial assessments, but it can also be used for your own self-assessment. A standard wheel of life is usually divided into 8 different segments, and the example that I've created here shows some of the more commonly used labels for these 8 segments. But you actually have a lot of flexibility with this. You can remove a label, you can replace a label, you can squeeze another category into there, and you can also subdivide any of the sections if it helps to fit better with your actual situation. There aren't any strict right or wrong answers for how to do this, but what is important is that you rate each area based on how you're feeling at the time that you are rating it. You know, how you are feeling right now, not how you want to feel or how you think you should feel. So you start from the middle and go outwards. The middle being 1, meaning this is terrible, it's horrible, it can't get any worse, out to 10, which means this is as good as it can ever be. Everything's amazing in this area of my life, and I can't imagine it being any better. If you go to my website, you can download this worksheet as a PDF, and I also have a few different versions of it, a blank one for university students, and one for under 18s as well. So I'm going to show you some examples of this worksheet that were completed earlier this week. But before I do, I want to emphasize that confidentiality is crucial in a coaching relationship. And these examples were not completed during a private coaching session. It was a much more casual setting. I'm using them with written permission, and I'm also not revealing any identifying information whatsoever. So now, with that little disclaimer out of the way, let's take a quick look. This example shows that this person feels great in some areas, but maybe not quite as awesome in others. They've also subdivided 4 categories because that makes more sense for their situation. For instance, when we talked about money, they said that they were really happy with the money they were earning, but recently they've been engaging in some spending habits that they're not too impressed with. So to look at money as just one big lump and give it 1 rating wouldn't really make sense for them. And it's really important to think about your situation, specifically when it's time to outline your goals and the action steps that will take you there. But this video is about this tool and not this person, so let's jump to the next example. In this example, this person subdivided the health category because they feel good about being free from debilitating illnesses and disease, but they have concerns about their physical fitness. They also gave their home environment a 5 because, they really like where they live, but they want to buy a house, and the housing market in Brisbane is ridiculous. So even though that's a point of tension for them, that's not really a pressing concern. What they really wanted to focus on is the physical fitness aspect. So that's really where we would focus on starting to outline some goals and action steps. Now, again, for privacy reasons, I'm not going to say why they left the love and romance section completely blank, but what I will say is that this kind of result, this kind of self-rating, provides a really good conversation prompt when you're going over these things with a coach. So let's say you've completed this self-assessment, then what? One thing you can do is look at any of the areas that you've given a low rating and think about what would have to change in order for that rating to be higher, a 9 or a 10 even, and think about what you have to do to get to that point. But this is just a starting point, and you may decide after you complete the exercise to see what you can do on your own, and that's great. But one of the benefits of working with a coach for this purpose is that we help you outline specific action steps with deadlines, and we keep you accountable. And I think we've all been in situations in life where what we really needed in order to get something done was a swift kick in the behind. If you do try a Wheel of Life exercise and you want to discuss any of your results or ratings in detail, go to my website, leslievcoaching.com, and book a free consultation with me. And make sure you subscribe to my channel because that's a nice thing to do, and keep up with what I'm doing on social media. And if you are a Brisbane local, you can come hang out with me when I do my community consultations. There's more information about that on my website as well. So, I'm going to go home and have a lovely meal cooked by my husband, and I will see you next time.